Think of the smartest person you know, or even the smartest person of all time. Who ranks highest for you? Huh? Who? Your dad? Is it your sister? How about Grandpa? How about Albert Einstein? How about Fat Albert Einstein? Who is it? Elon Musk? Is he the smartest? How about Tesla? Benjamin Franklin? Socrates? Who's the smartest? Is it Michael Jordan? Well, guess what? Let me tell you something about that person you're thinking of. They're an idiot. That's right, you heard me. The smartest person you know is an idiot. Comparatively, maybe not. But to someone, they're an idiot. Because there's a whole bunch of shit that smartest person you're thinking about doesn't know. They have no idea. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't have a full range of knowledge. They're specialized. Even the smart one, even the smartest motherfucker you know is specialized. You want to know how I know this? Because there's not enough time to be really smart about everything. There just isn't. Like when people tell me, oh, that doctor, he's the best doctor, he's so smart. I go, yeah, well, how many kids has he got? 4 kids. Well, then he's not that smart. He's too busy raising kids. You can't be that smart if you got other shit you got to do. Being smart takes time. You know, and besides, there's different kinds of being smart. There's somebody that can take an IQ test and measure way up in the low 200s, but can they dance? If not, if they don't have rhythm, if they can't sing, if they can't move their body to seduce a room, then they're not that smart. If they can't dribble a ball or catch a ball or hit a tennis ball, and they can't figure out those trajectories and how to move their body to get right in the right place at the exact right time to smack it back, they're not that smart. If they can't comb their hair in a way that inspires oohs and ahs at the dinner party, they're probably not that smart. If they can't dance. Did I already say that one? That one's important to me. If they can't dance, they're not that smart. It's such a simple thing. It's the mathematics of the universe. It's the language of the universe. And if you can't tap into that language of the universe, that pulse, that way of moving around, those mathematics, the harmonics of music and rhythm. And if you can't feel that, hear it, internalize it, and make it come out of your body, you're not that smart. You're not. And I'm not trying to bum you out because I'm talking about everybody. The best you can be is specialized in something. You know, you're not going to be good at everything. You're just not. But you can be good at something. I remember when I was little, my dad used to marvel about, he used to talk about that. He said, just find one thing and become the best at that one thing. And I remember one of the examples he used was a field goal kicker. He goes, all you got to do is kick a ball through those 2 things and you'll get a salary and you might win a Super Bowl. And that's all you need to know. Just practice that one thing. Be the best field goal kicker. You know? And I thought, yeah. Except for Dad, I don't want to be a field goal kicker. That sounds really boring. You're the nerd on the team that nobody wants to talk to. Oh, but the check, he would say. I just drove back from Carson City, Nevada, where I saw Loverboy last night, which is a band I would have never, ever guessed I would ever see live because I didn't really like them. I rebelled against them. I had an opportunity to talk to a guitar player right before the show, and I told him a story about how when I was 14, I threw my first dance party. I had this artistic mentor that lived in the neighborhood who had a Studebaker Avanti. He was about, 5 or 6. He was probably in his early 20s. Half Navajo guy, never cut his hair, super long. But he was an amazing photorealistic pencil artist. He'd just take a pencil and he'd make these drawings that looked amazing. Anyway, he had this fantastic stereo system, and I borrowed it from him and set it up in the church gymnasium. And I went to Musicland and bought a handful of 45 records to play at this dance. It was going to be fantastic. I put a few flyers up around. I think I made them all by hand. And took the stereo, which was just basically a really nice home stereo, set it up on the stage in the church gymnasium, plugged it in and started playing records. And guess what? Nobody came. Not one person. Just the guy that loaned me the stereo. And I learned a valuable lesson. People have to know about your dance if you're going to have a successful dance. Anyway, Turn Me Loose by Loverboy was one of those records. And I bought it not because I liked it, but because I knew that I would have to appeal to others. So, yeah. Loverboy, they had 2 big hits. They were good at those two big hits. They were smart. They were able to make 2 big hits that are in your brain. I got off track because we were talking about who is smart and who is dumb. Well, guess what? You're smart and you're dumb, but maybe you're not smart because maybe you didn't even specialize in something. What was I saying? Okay, well, I was saying because on my drive home, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking to this comedian, Alonzo something. And oh my gosh, I listened to the whole interview and it never once got interesting. Because neither one of them talked about a subject they knew a lot about. They just glossed over a bunch of shit. Talking about cars, talking about this. They never even delved into the mechanics of comedy. They just both pretended to be smart about a bunch of stuff. Basic information. I found it with Joe Rogan, he can't be the smartest guy on his show, or otherwise it sucks. The great thing about him is that he can get a smart person on his show, a specialized smart person, let me be somebody with a real specialty, and his curiosity will mine them for all this great information, and as a listener, you get to enjoy it, to get all this information for free. But if his guest doesn't have a speciality, or they aren't that interesting, good luck. You're not going to get anything. Anyway, I've said that a couple times. Don't pretend to be smart. You don't have to. It's okay. You can look around and go, we're all idiots. So you don't ever have to pretend to know things that you don't. It's boring. Nobody likes it. It's bullshit. We can tell. If you don't know something, just say, I don't know. And then give something you do know. And hopefully, you've made yourself an asset in those regards and you know something about something. You have information that other people don't have. You know? Good information, and you can explain it in a way that other people can't. You don't have to be smart about everything. If you don't know something, you say, I don't know much, but I am an absolute expert on being an idiot, because I've been an idiot my entire life. You can trust me. Thanks for listening.